Every airport has characteristics that can lead pilots to make errors that result in wrong surface operations, runway incursions, or other surface events. This video will enhance your situational awareness during airport operations by increasing your awareness of these challenges. Let's take a look at issues you might encounter at Savannah Hilton Head International from the flight deck. Savannah Hilton Head International, Sierra Alpha Victor, is a medium-sized multi-use airport located just northwest of Savannah, Georgia. Being located close to the east coast of Georgia, it is a popular tourist destination and a popular place to fly. When planning a trip to Savannah, pilots need to pay close attention to the various restricted and military operating areas. In addition to airspace, when inbound from the south or east, the Hunter Army Airfield Sierra Victor November is located 7 miles southeast. While the runway configurations are not exactly the same, they are close enough that pilots have confused the two airports. Sierra Victor November also has associated Class Delta airspace of which pilots need to be aware. Sierra Alpha Victor has its own associated Class Charlie airspace. Becoming familiar with the rules and requirements for operating in this airspace prior to departing home base will make for a much more enjoyable flight. To say the traffic mix is diverse may be somewhat of an understatement. From primary small civil trainers to air carriers and air cargo, to all types of military aircraft, Savannah has them all. Add to this a major aircraft manufacturer's assembly facility, and it is easy to see why it can be a challenging place to fly and work. The runway configuration consists of two intersecting runways, runway 10 and 28 and runway 1 and 19er. Full-length parallel taxiways are located on either side of both runways. Services and facilities are found in all quadrants of the airport. Air carrier traffic utilizes the northwest area, while general and corporate services are generally located in the southwest and southeast. There is a large Air National Guard presence on the airport, found on the north and south side of the approach end of runway 28. There are two hotspots found on the airport, and both have the same issue. In both areas, there is limited tower visibility due to buildings, tower location, and airport geometry. Small GA aircraft may be asked for additional and accurate position reports when operating in these areas. When arriving at Savannah, runways 1, 10, and 28 are authorized for land and hold short procedures. While it is entirely up to the pilot in command whether to accept this clearance or not, the place to let the controller know is not on short final. Try to inform the controller as soon as possible so they can devise another traffic plan if necessary. Also, on 10 and 28, another unique thing is the military arresting gear located at either end of the runway. While this should not be a problem for GA airplanes, on rare occasions there may be an unexpected bump while rolling out or taxiing on the runway. The controllers have the ability to raise and lower the arresting gear cable. While operating on the airport surface, there are a few situations of which pilots need to be aware. While operating in the southeast quadrant, at the south end there have been radio issues reported. Usually a slight repositioning of the aircraft within the non-movement area is all it takes to alleviate this problem. While still in the southeast quadrant and taxiing north or south on taxiway Bravo, pilots are reminded that areas painted green are called no-taxi islands and are not to be taxied into or over. At the other end of the airport, aircraft taxiing for departure on runway 19er and cleared runway 19er taxi via Alpha, Alpha 2 have missed the turn on Alpha 2 and continued on Alpha. Continually scanning outside the aircraft for surface markings, above-ground signage, and runway guard lights will go a long way in avoiding this type of error. Both runways are long enough to accommodate intersection departures for some aircraft. Pilots have been cleared for intersection departures, primarily on runway 19er at taxiway Charlie, and taxied on the runway turned in the wrong direction, and attempted to depart. When conducting an intersection departure, a final check of aircraft heading against runway cleared, which should match, will help pilots avoid this potentially catastrophic error. Listen closely and communicate clearly with air traffic control. In particular at Savannah, be aware of similar sounding runway designations which can cause confusion, such as 01, 10, and 19er. Several times per year, Savannah plays host to extensive military exercises. Aircraft of all types and categories utilize the facilities. Pilots should not be surprised to find themselves in the pattern with a wide variety of aircraft, from a Cessna 150 to a G6 to an F-35. Of course, if you're ever in doubt or unsure of any instruction or clearance, the easiest answer is to ask the tower. They are there to help. Being aware of the hotspots and other configuration issues at Savannah will help pilots make better decisions and, along with the air traffic control tower, keep the operation safe and efficient. We hope this short video helps you prepare for your trip to the Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. It's always better to know before you go.